All right, Panther Lair, let's talk about the Horns pinup set that the Pittsburgh Panthers have used over their last two games. I'm naming it that because number one, it comes out of the Horns formation, but number two, because of this pinup screen that Femi Udakali tries to set for Justin Champagnie to get him a post touch. Now, Pitt has used pinups throughout the season to try to get Justin Champagnie post touches as recently as the Wake Forest and Notre Dame games. You'll see here Femi Udakali tries to set a pinup for Justin Champagnie. They don't get the post touch there, but he does get off a mid-range jumper. In here, Xavier Johnson does set a pretty reasonable screen for Justin Champagnie, allows him to get that post touch from Nike Sabande, and then ultimately Audis Tony gets a layup out of this. Now, Pitt isn't overly successful with this type of action, predominantly because their guards aren't particularly good screen setters, and because sometimes they're reticent to make a post entry pass. So this action is really not very consistent for them. But they do have another option. You'll see there, Justin Champagnie is going to reject the screen. Now, they do kind of settle for a post touch here for Terrell Brown, which is less than ideal, but there is some good ball movement here, and Xavier Johnson gets off a pretty reasonable in rhythm 3-point shot. So not the worst shot. And then here you'll see this is their game against Virginia. They try this action again, but Sam Hauser kind of sniffs this out. The screen isn't set particularly well, and they do settle for Ethiel Horton trying to create here, which has actually been a pretty decent option for them as of late.